welcome back to the show. For those of you who have been listening to us on AM660theanswer.com and WDZW1520, we are now back up on AM660 The Answer. So if you've been listening on 1520, you can now go back down the dial to AM660. And if you've been listening to the Rays post-game show, congratulations to the Rays for a big victory today as they now head out to the West Coast. They'll be playing in Los Angeles most of the week. And if you have not listened to us, I hope you'll stick around and listen to the American Adversaries. We certainly want to welcome you to the show. And 407-774-8255 is our number. We are indeed coming to you live. I am Christopher Hart, joined in studio tonight by Aubrey Kahn, who's one of the sponsors of the show, Firm Foundation Home Inspections. That's got Johnny Gubbs, the WTF newsman, who's loading up for later in the show.
Got it.
Lucas Paris has got the Periscope up and running, so you can go to YouTube and see us on our channel, American Adversaries TV. Jeff Sinnis is on the bridge. We're in good hands. And Carl Jackson, our colleague, is on the line. Once again, Carl, another great show yesterday, my man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Chris, speaking of Los Angeles, I was browsing through the internet and I came up with a story today based on something that's happening in Los Angeles now. As a matter of fact, this story comes from the Heritage Foundation's daily blog, the Daily Signal, it's called, and it's entitled "The People versus Santa Monica Inside the Government's Push to Regulate Short-Term Rental Industry." Now, this story was absolutely fascinating to me, and you guys will understand why.
Hey, Carl, can I ask one question first?
Sure, absolutely.
Is Los Angeles County Los Angeles?
Yeah, well, there's the actual city of Los Angeles, and then you have the outer skirts, Los Angeles County, which is absolutely massive.
Okay.
But, inside the city of Los Angeles, inside of the city of Los Angeles are probably some of your more dangerous neighborhoods, quite frankly. But then you have the outskirts like Hollywood, which is dangerous itself, but that would be considered Los Angeles County. Beverly Hills, Los Angeles County, so on.
Okay. All right. Just want to get a little perspective there. I didn't know.
Okay, all right. The same goes for Santa Monica, which is where this story is based. And for anyone that has visited Santa Monica, it's an absolutely gorgeous city. The story starts off by saying every day the sun sets on the shoreline of Santa Monica, creating beautiful views that tourists around the world flock to see. Now, typically vacationers would have to pay for a hotel costing upwards of $400 a night in Santa Monica, or they can try a new option in the so-called sharing economy. If you guys aren't familiar with that, what's happening is home sharing websites like Airbnb allow homeowners in Santa Monica and places like that and apartment dwellers to rent their home and spare bedrooms to vacationers for a fraction of the cost of a hotel stay. So, but here's what's happening. As of May 12th, the Santa Monica City Council passed a new ordinance that will impose regulations that make that opportunity much harder to come by. As a matter of fact, Santa Monica City Council is really at war with its own citizens on this matter. Airbnb is a service that is very popular with the owners there, very popular with the visitors as well, because it serves needs on both sides. A lot of the residents in Santa Monica want to use Airbnb in order to help themselves make ends meet. Now, here are the new rules passed out by the politicians in Santa Monica. The ordinance imposes strict restrictions on who can rent out their spare bedrooms for less than 30 days, including requiring those who wish to rent out their spare bedroom or apartment to apply for a business license and to remain on the property during the guest stay. So the ordinance also imposes a 14% hotel tax on hosts. This is on their own personal property, mind you. Now, on June 15th, when the law goes into effect, Santa Monica will see a drastic reduction in its Airbnb options, banning 1,400 of the 1,700 vacation rentals available on home-sharing websites, according to the LA Times. Now, the city of Santa Monica, get this, guys, the city of Santa Monica will spend $410,000 in the first year of the ordinance to create an enforcement department that will patrol for violators. residents have faced a $500 fine. The city has also set up a website explaining the new ordinance. But for people like Catherine Keeley, who says Airbnb supplements her income, including providing money for her to pay for groceries, the council's decision has real consequences. And obviously government won't understand that. She said, I have 3 jobs to make ends meet, and Airbnb is one of them. All I'm doing is creating a win-win situation for the Santa Monica economy. This is what Billy said. Now, some people may be asking, well, what about the hotels? It's not fair to them. A competition is a good thing. Now, hotels have extra amenities, and they can market that on their website to get the business that they want to get. They can bring down their prices if they choose, but they can compete like everyone else. And then you have to consider regulations. All they are laws without the consent of the government. So you get these little communists, even in local city municipalities, and without going to the people. And this time, Santa Monica people are putting up a fight. I hope they end up winning this. It doesn't sound like they are, but I hope they do. But all it is, regulations are just laws without the consent of the government. These people get in office, they make laws, they do whatever they want to do, and they get stuck with consequences of those laws. So they have to also consider they may have to steer away future California residents. You have people, Santa Monica is a beautiful place, guys, if you haven't seen. I mean, imagine Florida without the community, but with the beaches. And, you know, a really rich area. It's a nice area. It has some of its slummy parts like anywhere else, but overall, it's a gorgeous area. It's a gorgeous beach. And I used to go there frequently with my parents as a kid, so it was a cool place to go. But if you have people flying in there to see Santa Monica, and they want to be in California, chances are maybe they might want to become a resident there. So I figure California is shooting itself in the foot by pulling, or Santa Monica at least by pulling this stuff.
Yeah.
And here's another thing: when the need for the new enforcement arm of the local government is gone, you'll have to ask, where will they find a need, or government will find a need. Rather, I'll just say, government will find a need to keep the money coming in. But this is what government does. They build regulations that we don't get to participate in as citizens, and then we're stuck with the cost. So, as I stated earlier, 1,400 of the 1,700 home-sharing sites will no longer be valid, yet still Santa Monica is setting up an enforcement department. So this is absolutely ridiculous. This is what government does. We get stuck with the bill. We'll stay stuck with the bill as politicians continue to profit off of us. So I think the solution is we need to start going into these liberal states, even as conservatives, and we need to start running for dog catcher in local city councils, because that's the only way we're gonna turn this liberalism on our own.
Well, I wish it were that simple, but what I suspect is, Carl, and that's excellent, analysis of what's going on out there. But I think what they got, what I call the H&R Block treatment. You know, H&R Block is this big tax preparer, right?
Sure.
You hear their commercials usually around tax season. Well, when George W. Bush was president, H&R Block lobbied really hard to up the requirements for, the small-time tax preparers. Guys like me who just, prepare taxes. Well, at that time, I had scaled back my business. Mostly was just doing it for friends. But, they wanted anybody who was preparing taxes, go through these big links, regulations and paying a fee and all that stuff, which had never been done before. And nobody was out there complaining there was this big, huge demand for this sort of thing. Well, it was resisted, but under the Obama administration, it finally went through. And a lot of tax preparers went out of business rather than mess with the requirements. And some of them went to work for H&R Block, but basically H&R Block was able to raise their prices, and you're not getting any better service. As a matter of fact, the IRS says that service is at best the same for people out there who are looking for somebody to prepare your taxes. So it basically is, so a lot of this sort of phenomenon is big business driven. I would not be surprised if the big hoteliers in Santa Monica were padding some pockets on that commission there, saying, "Hey, we don't like this competition."
I can absolutely see that, and there's no doubt in my mind that they are probably keeping a lot of these guys in their places.
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. I can picture that $400 a night average skyrockets to $500 a night if there's no competitors around.
Absolutely.
I can absolutely see that.
Yeah, and but certainly if you had people with integrity on the council, that would make a difference. But those are, they're few and far between. And what this amounts to is, once again, it's sort of corporate cronyism by Democrats. And so it's funny that they would be the first ones to blame this sort of thing on Republicans, but I'll guarantee you there's something like that going on here. And it's the same thing.
You know what, I wouldn't doubt it. I'm going to have to look in further to that. That is a thought that came to mind earlier, and I didn't bother to investigate, but for me to do just that, because I'm sure you're right. I'm sure there's some type of hotel lobbyists that are hotel lobbyists who have had a conversation.
Yeah, it may be hard to find out. I don't know. But certainly it's kind of like the Uber treatment. All these cab companies don't like Uber coming into town because they've got these sweetheart deals with the local governments. And they come in and they provide some honest to God, competition. And usually better service, some real competition. And they just don't like it. They don't want it. And that's not good. It's not healthy. Because as you said, Carl, as the woman pointed out, this is not good for the local economy. You're right.
Absolutely.
People will go somewhere else.
But yeah, I mean, they are, in the long run, this is going to hurt Santa Monica. I mean,
I think so.
If we're in the short term, and they may win a small victory, but in the long term, this is going to hurt Santa Monica. I mean, California has been hurting all over the place, if you will, with record numbers of its citizens leaving the state. And Santa Monica, to live in Santa Monica, you're probably sitting pretty. It's a very exclusive area. But the fact of the matter is, this woman was obviously hurting. There's going to be more people hurting. And California is a place that's growing harder and harder to live in. So it's going to hurt in the long run. You'll definitely see the impact of it.
Can I ask a rhetorical question?
You have to make it fast. We're running out of time.
Isn't Santa Monica a Democrat stronghold?
What?
Yeah, I would say the borders of California, period.
All right. So isn't this what they voted for?
Well, in state, maybe in state government, but when you have local municipalities like that, when people get to see their dollars at work right in their own neighborhood, particularly in their own homes, I don't think this is what they want.
But they're opposed to the free market system.
Well, perhaps they're getting a lesson they won't forget. Carl,
yeah, I hope so.
It was a great presentation. Thanks for being with us tonight. Look forward to hearing you next week.
Thank you.
All right, have a great week. Folks, don't go away. That's just 1 hour of our 3-hour tour. We got 2 hours to go. A whole lot more to talk about. And you can be a part of the conversation, too. I'll tell you how when we get back.